Hello again. So I thought I would go over this paper again on Jukebox, which is the generative model for music. I was reading this again today and I realized that I was not understanding this. So, excuse me. First of all, this VAE is a auto encoding structure. So I thought that this was some kind of compression used by I speculated that this might be the kind of compression that's used in music for, like compressing MP3 files or something like that. Doesn't seem to be what's going on here at all. I'm going to skip down a bit through here until we get down to the nitty gritty. We start to get into the nitty gritty here. So what I believe is happening here is that we're taking sound files and breaking them up into pieces, and then we make a dictionary or some kind of lookup for this, and we create indexes for them. And what we're going to do is we're going to be using these indexes in our autoencoder. So I think what's happening here is that we're making this code book here, and that has the indexes to the pieces of audio. And so what happens is this would be the piece of audio which we put into an encoder. So this is something that goes from some higher dimension to a lower dimension, a sort of a bottleneck, and then it goes back out to the larger dimension again, and we use the audio clip as the ground truth, and we're able to back propagate through the network here until we get exactly what that was. And then when we have that, then we take our model all the way up to the bottleneck, including the bottleneck, and we add another layer in there that is the index. And then at this end here, we use the index as the ground truth, and we retrain this portion here so that we get the index into the code book coming out at this point. This is this EZ here is the piece inside the code book. This represents see XT is the actual sound file, but we're getting X prime of T here, which is equal to D of EZT, and that's what we're getting here in the code book. This is the code book lookup here, and we get EZT stuffed into these bits here. Right, so this, let's see where this is explained here. So it says here, this here, the closest codebook vector EZT. Right, so it says vector, but that vector is like an index lookup that corresponds to the actual sound file. And so later on, when we start to predict or auto-generate the next bit of music in the sequence, what we're predicting is one of these indices here. So we're predicting one index and then another and then another and then another, and then we put them all together and we play the actual sound files, the sound snippets that correspond to those entries in the code book. And I think this is how this is working, and how we're able to do this with low dimensionality. And that's the key here. If we want to produce long sequences, we need the lower dimensionality. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about today. And so we'll do this again probably tomorrow and try to go a little deeper into this. Anyway, I thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. Here we go.